It's 9 years since we sort of started this project, 4 years since Yelverton got on board. So yeah, it's been a long, long haul. Some people both in the boardroom and club staff and across the board really have done some phenomenal work to get here. So yeah, it's a big day for us to have completed something like this with a starting point at no risk and at no cost, which is not a usual starting point for any project. So to be able to do that is it's quite a phenomenal achievement, I think, for a trust-owned club. Stagecoach have been huge in this. They've effectively sponsored for a sort of better part of 2 years a demolition site in an empty area, and they've stood by us. They've sponsored it just the same as they would normally, and it's great to see their name at the back there today. And I think also importantly, that very magnanimously they've understood the importance of the history of the club, and to name it the Stagecoach Adam Stansfield stand just goes to show that's exactly the kind of sponsor you would want. It's quite phenomenal and as I say, magnanimous thing for them to do.
I think it's absolutely fantastic. I think it's a true testament to everybody's involvement and all the parties working together, which I think is something that we do here in the southwest, particularly in Exeter, very well. At Stagecoach, we've worked in close partnership with and supported Exeter City Football Club now for around about 12 years. Many people, I think, remember the old stand that this fantastic new facility replaces, being known by pretty much everybody as the Stagecoach stand. And so this is great that we've been able to carry on that tradition, to carry on that naming rights, and hopefully everybody will refer to this as the new Stagecoach stand. But I think to take it a stage further and to have shared naming rights with a true great member of the football club and naming it the Stagecoach Adam Stansfield stand brings in further elements of the community, which of course we are at the very heart of, much the same as this club.
The Exeter City Council owned the ground many years ago. We bought it off the club, and of course any assets that we got, this is an improvement on our asset, and it's been able to be paid for by the development over there of the student accommodation. So we would have had no money to build it. So it's a win-win-win. It's great for the club, isn't it? I mean, so many people have put a lot of work into it. It's just these things just appear, but it's just through the council planning, all the way through it, all the legal people and everything that's made it possible. And that will stand for another 100 years, won't it?
Underneath is going to be a great set of facilities for the fans to enjoy, whereas before, even getting a drink or going to the toilet was a real trial. So not anymore. That's going to be quite enjoyable, and of course we hope that large numbers of people are going to fill that stand, because it's such a great football experience now. The Heritage Lottery Fund have been a part of it, and the university under Gabriella and Will have done a phenomenal, and of course the Trust's own history group have done some phenomenal work. So just to go inside and see what's been done under their name pays deference to the history of the club, and it's actually quite a really nice exhibition. And I looked at it myself and think, well, I need to spend a little bit more time looking through that in a moment. To have the four sides of the stadium, the atmosphere here is great anyway. You've got the biggest bank in the Football League, and now to have these two stands here is going to increase it, I think, exponentially. So I'm really looking forward to that.
It looks fantastic. Long time coming, but I think everyone's looking forward to getting bums on seats and people in the stand and watching football. We say time and time again about where the investment goes in terms of this club, and it's back into the club. And facilities like this just help the club along in terms of sort of showing the way we're going, to be honest with you. The club's moving forward. The away stand will be open at some stage in the next month or two as well, and all of a sudden we've got a ground we can be proud of.